dear students. For Karnataka CET and JEE, you will get a lot of shortcuts and lot of concepts of mathematics daily. So you need to subscribe for my channel and you need to watch all these videos. Today I am going to discuss the concept of limits. In particular, in that limits, let me discuss about L'Hospital rule. So first of all, we should know what is L'Hospital's rule. Okay, so whenever the functions are in the form of limit of something like limit of f of x divided by g of x as x tends to a, if this f of a divided by g of a will be 0 by 0, or if it is infinity by infinity, then this L'Hospital rule will be very useful. So in L'Hospital rule, what we do means we differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Once again, let me repeat, we don't apply u by v rule for differentiation. We differentiate numerator as well as denominator separately until it is free from 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, not necessarily only once. So once you differentiate this, then you will get f dash of x divided by g dash of x. Still, if it is in the form of 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, again you need to differentiate this. So whenever it will be free from this 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then you can easily substitute this x tends to a and you will get the values for limit. Okay, so this shortcut will be useful in many problems. So let me discuss few problems of Karnataka CET or JEE. Okay, for all these problems, if you don't know L'Hospital rule, it will be a very complicated problem. That's why again and again I say these problems are very important problems. Okay, so let me start with problem number 1. So here it is limit of x tends to 0, tan 2x minus x divided by 3x minus sin x. If you apply x tends to 0, it will be tan 0 will be 0 minus 0 divided by 3 into 0 minus sin 0. Therefore, which form it is? 0 by 0 form. Therefore, L'Hospital rule may be applied here. Okay, so L'Hospital rule means we need to differentiate numerator as well as denominator separately. So what is the derivative of tan 2x? So derivative of tan x is sec square x. Therefore, derivative of tan 2x will be, you need to consider limit of x tends to 0 as it is. Derivative of tan 2x will be secant square 2x into 2, it will be into 2 minus what is the derivative of x? 1 divided by, here again you need to differentiate the denominator, that is derivative of 3x will be 3 minus derivative of sin x will be cos x. Okay, now apply limit of x tends to 0. What will be the numerator? So if you apply limit of x tends to 0, it will be secant square of 0 into 2. It will be 1 into 2 minus 1. Therefore, 2 minus 1 will be 1 divided by, this is 3 minus cos 0 will be 1. So it will be 3 minus 1, 2. Therefore, the answer is 1 by 2. So option C will be the correct choice. So how easy it is, otherwise you need to rationalize this or you need to convert it into some other forms. But if you know this L'Hospital rule, it will be a very easy problem. So let's move into next problem. Limit of x tends to 0, sin x plus log of 1 minus x divided by x square equals to. So here again this is which form? It will be 0 divided by 0, because as x tends to 0, numerator will be 0 as well as the denominator will be 0. Okay, therefore let me consider limit of x tends to 0. What is the derivative of sin x? It will be cos x plus what will be the derivative of log of 1 minus x? it will be 1 divided by 1 minus x into derivative of 1 minus x will be minus 1 because it is composite function. Therefore, it will be into minus 1 divided by derivative of denominator. Derivative of the denominator will be, so again we can consider derivative of denominator as 1 minus x here. So derivative of the denominator 2x. Therefore, now apply x tends to 0. Cos 0 will be 1. Here also, if you apply this 1 minus 1, 0 by 0 form it is. Therefore, if you simplify this one, simply you can write it as cos x minus of 1 divided by 1 minus x divided by 2x. Okay. Therefore, now again you need to differentiate this because in theory itself I said you need to apply this until it is free from 0 by 0. Again it is 0 by 0. Therefore, derivative of cos x will be, limit will be as it is, limit of x tends to 0. Derivative of cos x will be minus sin x, and what will be the derivative of 1 divided by 1 minus x? It will be 1 divided by 1 minus x whole square into minus 1, minus of minus it becomes plus, divided by 2. The denominator will be 2. Therefore, this is equals to, now we can apply x tends to 0. Sin 0 will be 0. Therefore, this term will be 1 divided by 1 minus 0 means it will be 1 divided by 2. The answer is 1 by 2, option B. So here very important concept is, if you differentiate this once, it will not be free from 0 by 0. So again for that answer you need to differentiate it. Okay. So one more problem. Limit of x tends to 3, x raised to 4 minus 81 divided by x minus 3. So if you apply x tends to 3, then what happens? So its numerator will be 81 minus 81, 0, denominator will be 0. Therefore, if you apply L'Hospital rule, it will be a very easy problem. Limit of x tends to 3. What is derivative of x raised to 4 minus 81? It will be 4x cube divided by, what will be the derivative of the denominator? 1. It will be 1. Therefore, this is equals to 4 into x tends to 3 means 3 cube. It will be 4 into 3 cube is equals to 4 into 3 cube will be 27. Therefore, it will be 108. Option B. If you don't know this L'Hospital rule, then you need to go for some complicated methods and you will spend lot of times there. Therefore, this L'Hospital rule will be very useful, but you need to understand how we can apply this. Again, let me repeat it. This L'Hospital rule will be useful for those problems which contains 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity. Next one, limit of x minus 1 divided by 2x square minus 7x plus 5 as x tends to 1. What will be the numerator? So you can check it. So just try this problem, numerator and denominator values. You can clearly see it is 0 by 0. Okay. Therefore, what we need to do? We need to differentiate it. So I will not write limit of x tends to 1 because in competitive exams time is very important. So limit of x tends to 1 is already there in the question. We can see that after the simplification. Therefore, let me only differentiate the numerator. It will be 1. Derivative of x minus 1 will be 1. Derivative of 2x square minus 7x plus 5 will be, derivative of 2x square will be 4x minus 7. Derivative of 7x will be 7. Therefore, here if you apply limit of x tends to 1, then it will be 1 divided by 4 into 1 minus 7. Therefore, the answer will be minus 1 by 3. Therefore, option B. Okay. Next. So this problem. So you know how difficult it is after rationalizing this. Okay, therefore if you apply L'Hospital rule, then what happens? So clearly you can see it is 0 by 0 form. Numerator as well as denominator both will be 0 as x tends to 3. Therefore what is the derivative of the numerator? Derivative of x minus 3 is 1 divided by derivative of denominator will be 1 divided by 2 into square root of x minus 2 into derivative of x minus 2 will be 1 minus 1 divided by 2 into square root of 4 minus x into derivative of 4 minus x will be minus 1. Therefore minus of minus it becomes plus. Okay, now we can apply limit of x tends to 3. Then what happens? 1 divided by 2 into square root of 3 minus 1 will be 1 plus 2 into square root of 4 minus 3. It will be 1 again. Therefore this is equals to 1 divided by 2 plus 2, 1 by 4. Hence it will be option C. So this is old Karnataka CET problem. Okay, so as x tends to minus 1, x raised to 9 plus 1 divided by x raised to 14 minus 1. Again it is 0 by 0 form. Therefore what we need to do? Only we need to differentiate the numerator and denominator separately. Derivative of numerator is 9 into x raised to 8 divided by 14 into x raised to 13. Okay, therefore as x tends to minus 1, as x tends to minus 1, numerator will be 9 into minus 1 raised to 8 divided by 14 into minus 1 raised to 13. Therefore this is equals to numerator will be 9, denominator will be minus 14. So minus 9 by 14, option C. So let me give 1 or 2 problems as homeworks. You should try this. Okay, let me give you the hints. So this is our first homework problem. One minus cos x divided by x squared. It is a problem on L'Hospital rule. And these two problems are also on L'Hospital's rule. What you need to do? You need to differentiate numerator as well as denominator separately. Then you need to apply this x tends to, whether it is given as 0 or anything, you need to apply x tends to that value. Okay, so let me come with some more examples in my next class, but understand the theory, understand the concepts, how to apply those in the problems. This L'Hospital rule will be very useful. Okay, so wait for upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.